Social media is a great way to stay in touch with people from around the world, but it can also cause you to become too dependent. That can have negative impacts on your mental health, productivity, and relationships. If you have realized you're using social media a bit too much but don't want to go without it altogether, these 8 tips could help you to break your social media addiction and also helps you to maintain a healthier balance. Number 1. Identify the reason why you use social media. Some people end up using social media too frequently because they are bored, and others might sign onto a favorite social networking site while trying to avoid someone or something. Try to figure out if there are particular reasons why you choose to use social media rather than taking part in other activities. Once you have determined that, it should be easier to pinpoint underlying problems that might be responsible for your current habits. In some cases, people might use social media to compensate for the fact that they don't have very many friends in real life. During those kind of situations, you could set a goal of doing something sociable in public no fewer than a couple of times per week. Eventually, you may end up creating face-to-face friendships that are so fulfilling you end up using social media less frequently than before, even if you don't get to the point of making a conscious decision to cut back. Number 2. Take temporary and frequent breaks. Once you get into the habit of using social media a lot, you may begin wondering how you ever lived without it. After reaching that level of dependency, try going 1 day a week without social media just to prove it's possible. After you learn to stop signing onto social media every Thursday, for example, you may naturally come to the conclusion that although social media is great, you can still have a truly satisfying life without it. Social networks can become an obsession to the point of addiction. Some people find it hard to control how often they check their accounts, even if they know they shouldn't be doing so. It's important to periodically take a break from social media to give your mind a chance to rest and recharge. This can be as simple as taking a few hours off each day or going a full day or 2 without checking your feeds. Number 3. Turn off notifications. When it comes to stepping back from your phone, do not disturb is your best friend. When you stop notifications from disturbing your normal routine, you might find it easier to concentrate on your daily tasks and not get distracted so easily. Social media notifications are a constant reminder that something is happening in the online world and you might feel like you're missing out. So to quell your FOMO, turn off your notifications. The bonus is, when you do come around to check your social media, you may have a build-up of more notifications, which will make it more exciting and will make the experience more rewarding. Number 4. Limit your social media screen time. One of the most effective ways to reduce a social media addiction is to set limits on the amount of time you spend on these platforms. You can do this by using screen time tracking tools on your phone or by setting alarms or timers to remind you when it's time to take a break. Set a timer on your watch or phone to limit the amount of time you spend on social media. Whenever you check your accounts, start your timer going. When you reach your limit, be strong and don't be tempted to add on extra time. This will be a strong test of your willpower, but it will be worth it in the end. Number 5. Get a new hobby outside of social media. What did you do before you had social media? Going outside, roller skating, reading, meeting new people. Think of things that brought you joy before doom scrolling and anxiously refreshing for new notifications, and reintroduce them to your life, or pick up a new hobby to fill your spare time. You could learn a new skill or do something you have always wanted to do but never had the time. You'll probably surprise yourself at how much free time you have when you stop mindlessly scrolling through your newsfeed. Plus, your new hobby, whether it's knitting, playing guitar, or cooking, will keep your mind and hands preoccupied when you're craving social media. Number 6. Check in with your friends and family offline. You can never really know what's going on with someone from their Instagram feed. Instead of assuming that you're all up to date with what your friends or family are up to, why not shoot them a text or give them a call? Even if you can't hang out in person safely, you can stay connected without tapping through Instagram stories. Need to spice up your Zoom happy hour? Try turning it into a weekly game night. Long phone calls may have fallen out of fashion, but there is nothing more rewarding than really connecting with with someone in more than bite-sized chunks. Number 7. Make social media a treat. Look at social media as a treat. You might not buy an artisanal coffee every day or get your nails done every week, but you may reward yourself with these kinds of small treats when you feel like you deserve it. So think of social media in the same way. Only allow yourself screen time when you have achieved something or you have done something productive first. This way, you might change the way you think about social media. Once upon a time, you would log on and off rather than constantly staying up to date with everything that's going on. Try to return to this mindset. Number 8. Take a break and quit social media. If you're struggling to control your social media use, it might be helpful to take a break from it and stay off social media entirely. This means deleting the apps from your phone or deactivating your account for a period of time. It might be scary to take a break from social media, but it can be very beneficial. This will give you a chance to reset your relationship with social media and allow you to focus on other things. If you normally spend a minimum of 2 hours on social media per day, you will have an extra 14 hours per week, which are totally free to do whatever you want with. If you find that you can't live without social media, that's okay. Just be aware of how much time you're spending on it and try to limit yourself. There are many different ways that you can prevent social media addiction. The tips we have provided are medically backed and can help you get your social media use under control by being aware of the triggers that make you want to use social media, setting boundaries, taking a break from social media, and finding other activities to do instead of using social media. You can prevent social media addiction. I hope this video will be helpful. Share this video to your friends and help them to break their social media addiction along with you. Thank you so much for watching. For more upcoming videos, do subscribe and turn on the notification.